Good afternoon. Not having the best of successful days today, to be honest. This is the second video I've done because it just went out of battery and it told me I had 10 minutes left, which it obviously lied. Still, some things are sent to try us, and saying that's not the only unsuccessful thing I've had done today, because the meditation wasn't that great this morning either. I've already said all this. I'll cut a long story short a little bit. I did start with, I went straight up, had a bit of a lie-in, then did meditation because the missus didn't need to go to work in too early, so we thought we'd spend a bit longer in bed. Went and started meditation, then the dog started howling downstairs. He must have didn't want to lie in either. So I let that go for a little while, but it was quite hard to meditate when you could hear him howling in the background. And there's my head going on, why isn't the missus getting up, getting a bit cross with her. So I had to tell her that as well when I came out of the meditation. Just, not in a nasty way, but at the end of the day, did I really need to tell her? She might have been ignoring him, or she could have fallen asleep, who knows. But that's her prerogative. Anyway, went down and let him out. Came back up, because I thought, when I went downstairs I looked at my clock and I still had 5 minutes left. And it seemed to be dragging on as it was anyway, definitely the dog howling. So I thought I'd give it another 10 minutes just to make sure that I've done at least 20 minutes meditation. And that seemed to take bloody ages as well, for some reason. It's like, you know, when you start meditation, it does seem like 20 minutes does seem a long time. So you want to sort of just slightly open your eyes, just have a look at the clock to see if you have set the clock. And it was a bit like that both times, about 10 minutes as well. And most of the time, well, I don't think I ever have actually looked at the clock and not set it. But for this 10 minutes, second 10 minutes slot of meditation I was doing, I hadn't set the clock. But even so, when I eventually opened my eyes thinking, God, this is going on for a bit long time, I still hadn't done quite 10 minutes anyway. So yeah, it wasn't the most successful meditation. But what is a successful meditation? The fact that I'm doing it, in practice, is a meditation session. That's why it is called a practice. So you can, it is a practice, getting better at it. You're constantly practicing it, doing everything, life in general, anything you're doing. When you're not sat down, or even if you sat down, you're getting better at sitting down. But yeah, you know what I mean. So it's not all loss, but probably was what I would call my most unsuccessful meditation practice since I started. But I'm expecting to get good days and bad days. It's just such a metaphor there in life, isn't there? So yeah, so that was that this morning. And it did put me out of sorts. I had a lovely lie-in, and then I let my old monkey mind afterwards get to me a little bit, and not in the best mood. I've always hated mornings, to be honest with you. Until I've got up, had a shower and things like that, and feel human again. This is something I'm trying to battle. I don't believe, I've said before, I don't believe that we are not morning people. We just destroy nights beforehand. So that was my meditation practice. Just a couple of things I'd like to talk about before I go, if you're still online listening to me. Because I've heard a couple of good metaphors recently, what I'm reading and studying at the moment. And to put meditation in perspective a little bit, there's a good story about the Buddha and his disciples, and that drinking from the water. And the Buddha asked one of his disciples to fetch him some water. And he went there and somebody was washing their clothes in the water, and it was all murky, and it was all like all the mud and things like that was swirling around the water. So he couldn't possibly give Buddha that water. So he went back and told the Buddha why he didn't come back with any water. So half an hour went by and the Buddha asked him to do it again. And the disciple went down there, and this time nobody was there, and the water had settled. And it was nice and clean. The top of the water was nice and clean. So he thought, that's better. So he went back up. And basically the metaphor of this story is the fact that your mind is like water. When you're going through all the time, life and you've got all this shit going through your head, all these thoughts and things like that. Meditation, it makes it clear again. Okay, it settles the mind, and there's no way really we can function properly when you're going around our everyday lives with all this chit chat and this crap and this thinking about the past and what's coming up in the future, your bills and all that sort of shit. Okay, and we often say, I was talking to somebody the other day, how nice it would be just to go around without all these thoughts and horrible thoughts that are coming into your head, this worry and things like that. Meditation's the way forward for that. And it teaches you to settle your mind, if you like. And that's how I feel. I mean, I'm reporting back on my meditation a lot, and well, obviously every day at the moment. And even so, I can't say each meditation I haven't really come away buzzing from it, thinking, oh, it feels really enlightened now. I was in the zone. I just wasn't thinking nothing. My mind was dead blank, which is what everyone hopes for in meditation. Even so, I'm not getting them results which I didn't expect. My days are a bit better, and I'm often reporting back about things that have gone wrong or feeling a bit stressed over certain things. Well, you can handle it better if you've had that clearance, if you've settled your mind a little bit in the mornings. My next aim is to try and do it twice a day, and when in the evening. So we will see. Okay, I was going to talk a little bit about the ego. I'm going to save that for another day, because that's just another story, and it's to me I know what I mean. It's quite complicated. To me it is anyway. Just I've been studying the ego for years with martial arts, and we've all got ego. Not getting away with it, but it's learning what the ego really is and how it affects everything you do in your life. So I'm going to save that for another day. Thank you for listening, and day 8 is not over yet, but yeah, still a long way to go. Not even a tenth of the way through yet. Okay, thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye.